Well, you can really tell that Christmas coziness is still a main factor in this household. Hi guys, how you doing? Now, this video is not going to be focused on one book or several books, kind of like in particular. I'm not going to talk about any books in depth in this video, but I kind of just want to give you a little update about what I'm reading right now, because I have kind of like a lot of projects I'm working on right now, plus 2 more books will be arriving in a couple of days, one of which will become an immediate priority. So yeah, I just want to give you like a little update. Happy New Year, by the way. I showed you some fireworks at the beginning of this video. I don't know how the regulations are where you live, but actually fireworks were prohibited where I live, but like obviously some people still managed to get some stuff somewhere, and obviously it was too many people as if the police could do anything about it. I mean, they basically just didn't want people to gather like in masses to watch or like do fireworks, but if like some families here or there on their own private grounds did it, I think it was okay. So yeah, we definitely saw a few fireworks, not as much as like usual of course, but I was still happy to see some at least. I know it's like bad pollution, etc. It's not good for the environment, but come on, once a year I love to see it. I gotta be that honest. I love me some fireworks. Anyway, that's not the point of this video though. I also showed you my very delicious 1st of January breakfast. I went all out, had a little bit of something sweet, a little bit of something savory. It always depends what kind of mood I'm into. I'm feeling some savory, some sweet food that morning, but on the 1st of January, I went all out and had it all. Plus, what came in as a very special treat is my sister prepared some chocolate-covered strawberries for me, because during the winter holidays, we were playing some board games, and one time my sister and I had kind of like a bet that whoever won, the other person, like the loser, had to prepare chocolate-covered strawberries for the winner. And my sister, she was sure she was gonna win that one game, but then I ended up winning. So well, she prepared these strawberries for me, and I've been having them every morning since that. So 2022 has started off great so far. Anyway, but now let's talk about books, right? That's probably why you're here. So if you have watched my latest video, my December reading wrap up, you know that I have just at the very last day almost of 2021 started to read Agatha Christie's Autobiography. I have proceeded not a whole lot, but I have proceeded a couple of pages, chapters basically, and I am working on this every day. I usually read it at night shortly before I go to bed, so that is something I'm working on right now. Another book, I have started to read this on the 1st of January, because this is a book that you kind of have to read a page every day throughout the year. I got this as a Christmas present. My mom is subscribed to their newsletter, like their email newsletter, and she really likes it. This gives you like a bit of wisdom, a small piece of like ancient Greek philosophy every day, and it kind of interprets it for you and gives you like this little message at the beginning of your day. So basically it's like 1 page every day, and so I'm also working on this. I might give you like a little bit of an in-depth update about this in like 6 months or something like that, so I can actually say a bit more about it, because now I've only read the first 3 entries of course. So if in like 6 months, around like June, July, August, you see a video with the title "I've been reading this book for so and so many months," you're in the private joke. And then I have already teased this on my Instagram, but I have not yet mentioned this in one of my videos, but I have also just started in 2022 now to read DUNE. I'm not going to talk about it like in depth in this video, because I'm going to film like an entire dedicated video as to this, but as you can tell, I have only just started, so I have not yet started the other video because I can't say anything about the book yet, as I have just started. We haven't even arrived on the planet that gives this beautiful book its title, basically. But yeah, a fantasy, dystopian, YA, monolithic piece of work. More to come in that other video, but that's also something I'm working on right now. And as I've just mentioned, I have also ordered 2 more books. One of them is The Picture of Dorian Gray. I will have to read that immediately when it arrives, because I have to have read it by the 10th of January, because then we will be talking about it in that one university class I'm taking. So once that arrives, I will drop these 3 books and read that one first basically. And I have also already ordered my next Agatha Christie book because I will soon be filming like my fourth trying to solve an Agatha Christie murder mystery, and I'm really looking forward to that. I have picked that book specifically because of a comment I got on my latest, well, was it my latest video or like the second one of that kind of did, I'm not sure, but I read this comment and it was really funny and it basically inspired me to read that one certain book. By the way, I see all your lovely book recommendations. I've been getting especially a lot on these Agatha Christie videos I've been making, and I see them all, but like with a lot of them, unfortunately, I have already read the books, and so of course I can't do one of these videos as like trying to solve the book as I'm reading it on a book that I've already read. And like I've been getting a lot of like Murder on the Orient Express, of course, and Death on the Nile, and Then There Were None, but these are like Agatha Christie's most well-known works, but of course I already read them, so unfortunately I can't do this kind of video on them. But do not fear, there are still a lot of, especially Hercule Poirot mysteries out there that I have not yet read, so I can try to solve them on camera for sure. Now, I will be heading out into the city now. My mom and we are gonna eat some yummy Indian food. I'm excited about that, and maybe I'm gonna grab a coffee or something afterwards. I don't know, so next couple of clips are probably going to be about that, and I think then I'm going to see you again once I start to read Picture of Dorian Gray, and I will maybe also give you a little sneak peek as to which Agatha Christie I will be reading for my next Agatha Christie style video. If you watch this video, you gotta find out sooner than everyone else. And with that, let's go eat some yummy Indian food. Okay guys, I have just gotten back home. Unfortunately, I could not, oh, you can see the living room. Wait a second. Unfortunately, and this is my master's application checklist. Okay, ignore all of that. But unfortunately, I could not find the book I was looking for in either one of those two bookstores. I was looking for Gilded Wolves because this morning I watched the book Leo's My Favorite Books of 2021, and she talked about it. And that wasn't the first time I had heard about the Gilded Wolves series, not at all. Like Carrie, she has talked about that a lot of times, and the book Leo as well. She has mentioned that book series in a lot of her videos. But you know how sometimes you need to hear about something for like the 1001st time until you're finally interested in it. And because the way she talked about them, or like this book series today, was she mentioned that the author herself has dedicated the books, or at least like the third book, to Nicolas Cage. And you want to know why? because she apparently is a big fan of the National Treasure movies. And now if you have seen this video of mine, you know that I too am a huge fan of the National Treasure movies. So now I'm like, oh my god, I kind of want to read at least the first book, and if I like it, then I want to read the entire trilogy, even though that is highly uncharacteristic for me, because I have mentioned it in a lot of videos, but like fantasy, YA fantasy, that's not my kind of book really. But now that this Nicolas Cage National Treasure reference, damn, it did it to me. So unfortunately I could not lay my hands on this book, like on the first book, in person today, but I might order it, even though I'm reading all these books already. But now I kind of want to read that one as well. Anyway, I think this video is already long enough, so I'm gonna end it here. Now, of course, since this is still the same day, the picture of Dorian Gray and the Agatha Christie book have not yet arrived, so you actually do not get a sneak peek. But if you like really want to know which Agatha Christie I will be reading next, I can give you this hint. The title of the book rhymes. I'm pretty sure there's only this one. So if you really want to know, you can go look that one up. If you're fine with waiting and finding out when that video will get posted, I will see you then. Bye!